All right, guys, I have a special guest here with me today. Nick, how are you?
Hey, Jerry, I'm doing really well. I'm living like a doctor.
Yeah, that's awesome. And this is really exciting. So Nick is a subscriber to the YouTube channel here. He sent me a DM. I'm going to share this here in a minute. And basically said, hey, Jerry, you've changed my life. I started wholesaling from watching your videos. And now, he's on his 9th deal here. So a lot's happened really fast. He's doing amazing. And we're gonna kind of break down his story, share it with you a little bit about how he got started and how you can do the same. All of that and more coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Quick Start Kit with everything you need to flip your first house in 30 days or less. Download it now at myquickstartkit.com.
If you're new here, I'm Jerry Norton. I went from dead broke to millionaire flipping houses, and after doing 1,000 deals, I created this channel to help you master the art of wholesaling and flipping real estate. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. Okay, so Nick, this is really awesome. I got to read this DM that you sent. So this is just a few days ago. So Nick sends me this DM on Instagram and says, hey, your YouTube channel has really changed my life. Thank you so much for the content you put out. Your agent double dip strategy really changed the game for me, as well as the proof of funds with Flipster. My partner and I have done 6 or 7 deals in the past month here in Philly, some on market, some off. Thank you so much, Jerry. Earlier this year, I was unemployed and had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I found out about wholesaling, then spent 2 months watching your YouTube videos every day. Got my first deal in a month using the agent double dip strategy. Thank you. So I was so touched by that, Nick, that I replied back and I said, Nick, do you want to come out to Arizona and we'll do a video? I mean, I don't even want to do a Zoom video. I want to meet you. I want to sit next to you. I want to talk to you face to face. And you said, yeah, I'll come out. So here you are sitting here in the home office. And this for me is really rewarding, Nick, because it is a lot of work putting out these videos. I don't know if people realize just how much work. Tyler, the video guy, knows it's a ton of work doing the research and putting the content together, the editing and all of it. But I really want to do this in a way to help and bless people's lives in a big way. So to hear you kind of share that story, it's just pretty amazing. So let's talk about it. You're 28 years old, right? And how long ago did you start your journey with wholesaling, like learning?
Okay, I didn't find out about wholesaling until, Jerry, maybe like 2.5 months ago.
Okay.
Definitely.
2.5 months ago. Okay, so 2.5 months ago. And you go on YouTube, you find my channel, you start watching the videos. Now, I put out a lot of videos, 3, 4, 5 videos a week. So did you start just going through videos?
In chronological order, I started from like right in the beginning.
Ones?
Oh yeah, the old school ones. I'm not kidding, Jerry.
Yeah.
I watched literally all day long. YouTube University.
Yeah, that's awesome. So there's a lot of content there. So, and you went like what, about a month of just watching straight content, or how soon after you started watching videos did you actually start to take action and make offers? How long did that take?
Oh, I'm a little different. I'm nuts. So the person that told me what wholesaling was in the first place, he had access to the MLS, so I started watching your videos, and I said, yeah, you got to send me some leads then. Okay. So he sent me some expired listings, so I would practice in the expired listings. I didn't know how to comp a property, but I watched another YouTube video that said, take the Zestimate, 60% of that, and just dial, which is super like a not an efficient way to do it at all. It's like, for me, it was just good practice. I ended up getting won a lot of land by doing that. So that was technically my first deal. I got this one vacant lot in the middle of nowhere, but like I probably made 1 million calls before I did that.
Okay, so you started calling expired listings, and now you started watching and learning a little bit of my on-market strategy. Now, you guys, this is something unique that I do quite a bit of. You don't really learn about it anywhere else. No one else really teaches how to wholesale on-market properties. But what's so awesome about them is you have no marketing cost, right? Because you're dealing with the agents, and the sellers pay commissions. You don't pay commissions. And so, it's interesting, Nick, with my off-market strategies, private sellers, we spend a lot of money on marketing. I mean, $3,000 to $5,000 per contract is spent on marketing. On market, zero, not a dime in marketing, right? So that's why it's so awesome to do on market. Now there are some nuances because you have an agent involved, right? So you got to be able to manage that when you're doing a wholesale deal.
I like it better. I think it's so much. I've done on market and off market. For me, oh my gosh, I want if it's a good agent. sometimes they're a bad agent, and that can really make it tough. But I've gotten to deal with a couple agents that like they even handle the title search. You know,
all of that. Open escrow, contract.
It was incredible. Yeah. It's so like for me, it kind of took a lot of responsibility off the table in a lot of ways. I had to make a phone call every single day to check in. I can do that. It's not going to take that long.
Yeah.
That frees up a lot of time to get other deals. It's great.
Yeah. So let's talk about a couple of your on-market deals. So you go on market, you see this property that's for sale, and you're in now, guys. This is Philly, and not only is it Philly, but it's like the low end part of Philly, right? You're telling me like $20,000 contracts. Wholesaling for 40 around.
Yeah, in 20 20 maybe like super low 30, but then we're
okay. So we're talking low income, right? Part of the market. So more than likely, I'm going to guess here that your buyers are buy and hold investors. They're holding these things for rentals.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is typical for low end. Now, Nick, you're speaking my language here because I started in Detroit at the same price point. Even a little lower, like $10,000 houses. And you can make a fortune low end, right? You can make so much money. Now, you're not wholesaling to flippers, usually. You're wholesaling to buy and hold. They're going to go in and spend $5,000, get the thing barely livable, throw a tenant in there, and that's their deal, right? So you wholesale to them. What's awesome about it is buy and hold investors do not want to do acquisitions. They hate acquisitions. They just want to do their landlord thing. So when Nick comes along and says, hey, I got a deal that fits your numbers, they want them. They'll buy them, right? It's awesome. So let's talk about a couple of them. So you're in these kind of low end neighborhoods here. Property comes out for sale. Like, let's talk about one of them. What did it come out for sale for, and what did you offer the agent?
Okay, so my first two, I got them as a package. One of them moved, one of them didn't move. One of them I miscalculated, but I got them kind of as a package. So
from the same agent?
From the same agent with the same seller. So it was really, really nice. So she showed me one, and then during the showing, she said, all right, this one's off market, but you know what? It's like the same kind of deal. We might as well go look at it as well.
Okay, but it came from the agent.
Came from the agent.
So this is cool, guys. So he calls an agent on a listing. Agent has another non-listed property, off market, right? But the same seller. And that's one of the benefits of agents, right? When you get that relationship with them, they'll start calling you with their other deals, which I know is happening to you. So, okay, so she's got two properties. One of them worked out, one of them didn't?
Yep.
Okay. Now, the one that worked out, was that the on-market or the off-market?
You know what? It was the on-market one.
Okay, so it was the on-market one. And what was the asking price?
The asking was 50. I got it at 35.
Okay, 50 asking. You offered 35.
Plus closing and transfer taxes, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, come on.
Yep, so you got it for 35. You got your contract. Mm-hmm. Double dipped, right?
Of course.
Yeah, you got a double dip, guys. If you don't know double dip, that means he went directly to the listing agent unrepresented. Now that listing agent is going to look at Nick and say, okay, I've got the listing, so I automatically get a 3% commission. You're letting me represent you as the buyer's agent. I'll get another 3%. Essentially, they make double what they would make if they don't work with you, right? Okay. So super motivated to work with Nick. Okay, so they get the contract for 35. Now, how did you find your buyer?
You know what? This is going to sound super old school, Jerry, but I don't know why everybody just doesn't hold it. It's so simple. You just put it on Facebook and the different Facebook groups. Like, I didn't have any buyers at the time. I was just starting.
Yeah.
So if you don't have any buyers, it doesn't matter. I thought it didn't make any sense. Like, I had friends that told me that was crazy, but I watched your YouTube videos. You said just get it. If it's a good deal, buyers will come. And you're completely right. It's difficult, but it's like super simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Yeah, so you put it on Facebook. Hey, I got this deal. I got this contract for 35. What'd you price it at for your buyer?
I priced it at 40.
Okay, so 40. So you're just looking for, hey, if I can make a quick 5, I'll be happy.
I'm sorry, I sold it for 40. I priced it at 45. I sold it for 40.
So you put it out there at 45. A buyer comes out at 40. Now, this is a question I want to kind of ask you, because I have so much pushback from people that say cash buyers do not buy on-market properties. Now, some don't. I guess that's true. Some are like, oh, it's listed. I don't want it. It's listed. Some don't care. They just want a deal, and as long as it fits their numbers, it's fine. So did he have any issue with it being on market?
No.
No. And it was on market for 50, and you're bringing it to him at 45. He pays 40. So he's probably thinking, well, you know, it fits my numbers. I'm getting a deal. It's below list price anyway. What's the problem? So he takes it for 40. Mm-hmm. So, okay, $5K wholesale deal, on market property. You spent zero in marketing costs to get this deal. You didn't even have to write the contract. The agent writes the contract. The agent does escrow and closing and handles all of that for you. With your cash buyer then, did you just put an assignment in front of him? Like this assignment agreement?
I use a one-page,
Yep,
at least
me
at the
too.
beginning, just a simple one-page assignment agreement. The day that I went to go actually see and take pictures after I got under contract, I had a buyer meet me there the same day. This went like the next day.
You physically filled it out like with him there?
Right there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then that's a great way to do it.
I literally just did it on my phone with DocuSign. That was it.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so you find your cash buyer on Facebook, which is a great way to go. In fact, guys, I'll put a video in the description below, but I have a video about how to do that and how to create like a flyer on your deal and what to provide. But you know, some of these Facebook groups are really active. And should you just find an investor group in Philly and put it on there?
There's probably 5 different groups.
Yeah, there's some good ones. Yeah, and most markets are that way. Some of them are super active, like thousands of investors on there, and you put your property out, and someone's going to want it.
If it's a good deal, someone's going to take it.
Yeah, someone's going to take it. So was that your first one?
That was my first one.
$5,000. Money, baby. That's awesome. And going from not having a job, unemployed, to $5,000. What was your total time spent? Would you guess on that deal? From call, meet out there, pictures, meet your buyer, all of it.
Oh, I've never had a better dollar per hour. I know that's where you're getting at, Jerry. And obviously, I've never had a better dollar per hour in my life.
Yeah, I'm going to say $1,000 an hour, probably. I can't imagine you spending more than 5 hours.
Total with that deal? No.
Yeah, maybe less. $1,000 an hour. Hey, how would you like to make $1,000 an hour? Nick just did it on that deal. Isn't that cool? So leave a comment and say, Nick, you are a flipping genius. So Nick, there's a lot of people listening right now that are exactly where you were, a month or two ago. They're here on the channel, they're listening, they're learning, they're watching. What advice could you give somebody who's brand new, just where you were just a few months ago? What would you tell them they would need to do?
You know what, ultimately, Jerry, I think it's pretty simple. I think get over your call reluctancy and pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. There's no consequence to any of this. Also, I do think it's important that everybody understands that this isn't it's not like a get rich quick thing where it's not it's like really fast money, but it's not easy money.
Yeah, it's work.
I definitely don't know anybody that, regardless of the career thing, okay, I don't have a 9 to 5, but I have an every single day, all day long. I'm doing deals really, really late at night, early in the morning. I work a ton, but I'm really getting paid for it. So
yeah. When you, especially on market, because agents are night owls, so they'll post stuff, and I mean, we're making offers at 8 o'clock at night because it just came out, and we're not waiting. We're not going to wait till morning, right? We're going to call up and make the offer. It doesn't matter what time it is. So this is not a 9 to 5. It's never a 9 to 5. It's a whatever it takes, whenever it takes. And that's just how you get the business off the ground. So you've got the right attitude about it. So I love that advice. And honestly, for most people, Nick, it is that fear of getting on those phones. Most people have that fear. They're like, man, I'm going to say the wrong thing. I'm going to look like an idiot. They're gonna ask me a question and I don't know the answer to it. And so it intimidates a lot of people. So I love that advice, guys. If there's anything you could do, it's just pick up that phone, make those offers. If you just do that enough times, you're gonna get a deal. It's just that simple. You're gonna get a deal, just do it enough times. So love that advice. So, keep watching the videos, Nick, and thank you for spending the time to come out here and be here. And we're actually going to hang out for a couple days, so it's going to be awesome. You're gonna come to some live training I'm doing right now, and I'm just super pumped up for you. Thank you for reaching out to me. Thank you for sharing that comment, and for everybody listening here for sharing with them what your journey's been like. And I hope you guys that are listening right now, you can get super fired up, super excited to see Nick jump in and have such huge success so fast in his market. So appreciate that. And guys, if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the #1 channel on YouTube for wholesaling and flipping, and we'll see you on the next video.